Hello, hello,
Hello.
everybody.
How is everyone? Welcome, welcome, welcome. I know you see my avatar here. I am so sorry. David is off for Father's Day, so I did not want to bother him, and I couldn't figure out how to use my DSLR. So, welcome, welcome, everyone. We are doing Reiki sessions today. We have the wonderful, beautiful Sparkletini next to us, our beautiful, beautiful Reiki master, Sparkletini. Introduce yourself, Sparkles.
Hey. Hello, hello, everyone. Thank you so much again, Cindy, for allowing me to be here. I greatly appreciate it. I am the Diva Sparkles, Sparkletini, Sparkletitas. You can call me any sparkles that you like. Just don't call me the B word. It is not nice. I am, I have to say now, I am a Reiki master.
Right. You have to say
Reiki
now.
master, intuitive empath, and life coach. So it's among several other things that I have going into work. So I am so excited to be here yet again to offer healing to you all that are here. So
Yeah.
thank you so much for allowing me to be here.
Good afternoon, lovely ladies. Happy Father's Day. Hello. Hi, Cindy. Hi, Mel. Hi. Hey, y'all. Uh,
Hey.
Hello, family. Hello, everyone. Welcome, welcome. I am so proud of you, Sparkletini. So proud of you. I know it takes a lot of work um, to do what you've done, to do that. So I wanted to say that I'm very proud of you, and I'm proud that you, and I'm honored that actually that you came to work and help the soul group and work with us. So thank you, thank you,
Yes.
thank you. So it works like this, guys. Congrats, Reiki Master Sparkletini. Yes.
Oh, thank you so much.
Hi, Cindy and Sparkletini.
Hi,
Great to see you
Cindy.
both. Congrats, Reiki Master. Good for you, young lady. Yes, young lady. Good for you.
Thank you, Michelle. Thank you so much. Thank you
Hi.
all for your support. I greatly appreciate it.
Yeah. So, this is what we're gonna do. If you do super chat, obviously you'll get up to the front of the line. That's how it works. That's the agreement we have. So, hello, Cindy. Hello, Sparkletini. Hello, Cindy. How are you? So,
Cindy?
hello. Oh, that's you, Melissa.
Yeah, that's me.
She's always got to be talking on chat as well as
Of
on
course.
in front of the camera. That's so funny. So
Yes, of course.
let me look because the thing's coming orange right now, so I just got to make sure I'm in the right spot. Happy Sunday, happy Father's Day to all the dad. I do want to say happy Father's Day to all the dads. My dad is
Yeah.
a wonderful, beautiful, patient man. He
Happy
had to be.
Father's Day to all the single moms as well.
Yes, all the single mothers too.
Those people
Absolutely.
double duty
Yep.
like myself
Sparkletini
right now.
is Sparkletini is a mom and dad. Yep. So I want to thank
Yeah.
my daddy as well. I love my daddy. My daddy had the most patience, and I know why I picked him as I came into this world because I was the little brat. I mean, I was like I was the first child, but let me tell you, I always got what I wanted. So I look at my dad now and I'm like, oh, I'm so sorry, Dad. So sorry, I was so mean when I was young. But I want to thank all the single mothers too. It's a hard position to have to be
Yes.
mother and father, but you're doing a wonderful job. I've seen even in adults who just had one parent as a mother or a father, and they turn out just as well as those that had two parents. So
Yeah, that's true. That
it's
is true.
true. It's true.
I
So
am so sorry about that sunflower girl. I sorry for your loss. She
yeah,
said she lost her dad a few weeks ago.
yeah. I'm sorry, Sunflower Girl. You are very fortunate, Cindy, for having a great dad. I am very fortunate. Now, I did
Yeah.
lose my mother young, so, one
Yes.
for
I
the
lost
other.
my dad young.
Yeah,
Yeah.
so I lost my mother very young, but um, my father was a good dad. So, yes, happy
Yeah.
Father's Day to all those who do the right thing, to the single mothers who do both roles. Absolutely. So sorry to hear that,
Yeah.
Sunflower. Hope you are love on this day. Yes. Thanks,
Yeah.
guys. So, yes. Listen, when I was growing up, I didn't always think my daddy was the best daddy. So,
Yeah, I can relate to that. I was
But
like that with mom because I lost my dad young, so I didn't think my mom was the best mom, but yeah, I do realize that she actually absolutely was because she had to do double duty,
mm-hmm,
raising the rest of us single-handedly after my father passed because I
right,
was only like 9, something like that. So
right, right.
yeah.
Wow, yeah. It's interesting how a lot of us have come from the same sort of background.
Mhm.
That's another way to show you, this is our soul group. So
Yes.
let's just I'm gonna let Sparkle Teeny take the floor. T
Okay.
usually does this with her. T is dealing with her father, oddly enough, and
Yes.
some things going on there. So um, thank you. So I'm gonna let Sparkle Teeny take the floor. What and let her know what's happening. From my side, I'm usually doing uh, holding the space while she does the
Hmm.
session, and I'll oftentimes have her guides or Angel. Like I've seen Raphael, he threw a ball of light at me the last time. Like stay back. So when somebody says, "Does he have a sense of humor?" He does have a sense of humor. He was like, "Shh, stay back." so, so I'm listening to messages that they're giving me about you guys, and then I can let you know, um,
Mhm.
what went on later. But I'll let Sparkle Teeny take
Yes.
the floor.
Yes. I most definitely work with Raphael. I have been for probably the last couple of years, and we all know that Archangel Michael is also a part of our soul group. So he's also a big part of us here. So someone was asking, what is Reiki?
Yes.
So
Answer that question, please.
Sunflower Girl was asking. So, Sunflower Girl, Reiki is a form of energy healing. You have Reiki, you have prana, you have healing touch, you have all those different modalities. Um, and Reiki is a energy form that was introduced from Japan um, many moons ago. Um, and it is a form of energy healing, and it is basically us taking that energy that we have and directing it into a specific area. Um, and a lot of people compare it to acupuncture. I really don't like that comparison, but that's probably the closest comparison there is to other forms of alternative medicine, where acupuncture is actually they're using the pressure points with the needles that they use. Where with Reiki, we're just using the energy that is channeled through us from source and directing it to where it needs to go. Reiki is actually comprised of two words, actually, Rei, which is the God force, and then Ki, which is the energy.
Right.
So it is God force energy, and so that's what we are using.
Right.
And I just the tool, just like my Mr. Lammy here. I use him as a tool. He's a proxy to just help me to focus the energy wherever you may be needing that particular
Right. To
healing.
send it to that
Whether
particular
it's,
place in
yes,
person.
exactly. Whether that's emotional healing, heart healing, wherever you need that healing to go. So that's what I use Mr. Lammy for.
Yeah.
So let's see.
So Sunflower said so. Reiki is a form of meditation healing. Yeah. Actually, you
Yeah.
can look at it that way. Because I have physically healed myself where it is visible. Do you need anything to do Reiki? So yeah, you need the concept and the knowledge to do Reiki. But once you get that and you practice, um,
Mm-hmm.
and let me say this: some of you are natural. And,
Mm-hmm.
so my natural ability is mediumship and teaching, right? My natural ability is to do that. where other people it would take lifetimes to do what I do. Um,
Yes.
my natural thing is to do that. Maybe your natural thing is to heal as you see, right?
Mhm.
But knowing Reiki will train your brain, and it will train your heart, mind, and soul, and show you how to get it centered and sort of do that. So it's a
Mhm.
way to do that. It's the so Melissa
Same
really
with
really
me. Um,
resonates with she really really
mhm.
resonates with Reiki, and
Yes, I'm
as a
naturally a healer as well.
right as a spiritual advisor, and just from my path, I don't just do Reiki. I have my own sort of where I put them all together: Reiki,
Mhm.
Prana, healing touch. So um, that's kind of you know it's different languages for different people, but she really resonates with that. Who's to say she wasn't a Reiki healer in her past lives in Japan?
Yes.
You know, so maybe this is natural for her.
Mhm.
So it's just one form, but any form works, and we naturally know how to do it. But practicing in concepts and really practicing with the healing helps you get better, right? So,
That's right. That's right. Because it's really helped me, even though I knew I was a natural healer,
mm-hmm.
learning the Reiki concepts has really helped me to focus that and be able to direct it where it needs to go. So, yeah, being a natural healer helps, but also just knowing how to focus the energy is very helpful as well.
Thank you.
And plus, with the Reiki, it's not just learning the concepts. There are attunements that come with every level. So, with Reiki 1, you get the Reiki 1 attunement. Then, as you get to Reiki 2, there's an attunement. When we get to the master level, there is a certain attunement that comes with that. And every level is elevated as you go up.
Right.
So, so that is also helpful as well because you're combining that energy, that attunement energy, with your own energy to focus.
Right. Right. Cindy
To
says
focus.
focus on positive vibes. Yes.
Yes.
Also, Michelle said thoroughly enjoy Reiki on Sundays, Mel. I've been hooked from the moment I watched. I look forward to every live stream. Thank you, lady, so much. That is so
Oh, thank
sweet,
you.
Michelle. Um, Cindy, I'm so glad you have this format to help us figure out what the hell is going on with our special abilities. I truly thank you. You are so welcome. So this is why, like I've said, I have. I'm certified, and anything that can get certified and agreed and licensed, whatever, I've got it. But that doesn't mean that's for me. Reiki isn't my love. They're all my loves, but this is
Hmm.
why I let um, this is why I think it's important to have somebody who's that's their love, that's their focus, and we're so blessed to
Yes.
have Sparkle Teeny so that she can show this all of that. Um, that's why I sort of step
Hmm.
aside. I just do the teaching part. I let her do the actual Reiki stuff. So
Yes.
I think it should come from a heart space of love, and she really really resonates with this, and she can really really heal. I'm a healer in a different way. She's a healer in like energetic Reiki. I have friends. My very best friend is a crazy healer. Like she is just awesome at healing. So I understand that that's not my thing. It's not that I can't. It's just that's not where I focus my attention. My my attention is on
Yes.
mediumship and
Hmm.
dealing with other realms, and then bringing you guys the information. I'm more of a teacher, so and
Yes.
a communicator that way. So is that my
Yeah.
Jolie? No, not your Jolie. Oh,
No.
that you said, "Hey,
Oh, that's
girlies," and you
another
said, "Oh,
Julie.
sorry, Yari." Hey, gals, I
Yeah.
totally love my healing moments always. Thank you. Um, Cindy is at the bar.
Yes, that is her icon because we
Oh
were
yeah,
trying to
listen.
do this without David.
So listen, I could not get my DSLR working right. I've had a headache for a couple of days because of all this writing and just working, and so I was like, I don't want to call him because he's like trying to spend time with his father. So I'm just gonna put the picture of me on there. So sorry. So
Yeah.
I asked Melissa. I was like, I'm sorry, Melissa, but I got to put the picture on.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I actually don't like the fact that I can heal. I sort of have come to accept it, but it's a burden for me sometimes because people need you all the time, but no one there for you when you need it. So that's a really interesting thing. So before we get into the Reiki healing itself,
Mm,
that's interesting that you think that it's a burden and that you think that they need it all the time. And maybe this is why Reiki is important for you because Reiki helps you understand that it's not a push and pull. All of these modalities that are healing energy, Reiki, prana, healing touch, they help you understand that it's not a push and a struggle and a pull, and this is the only energy we have, and blah blah blah. They give you these other ways and concepts of seeing how energy really is, which is that it's unlimited. So instead of you doing all of the work, which you're capable of, maybe
yes.
you know how to accept universal energy and have that energy help you in doing the work, right? And also, it will help you get your ego in balance because if you're coming from a place of healing and that's all they do is they take and take and take and take and take, and when you need someone they're not there for you, well then that's something that you have to come to terms with on your own. Then don't do the healing. You can choose. You have a choice. We all have these abilities, and then you have a choice. You can use them or you cannot. So if you never use the ability again, that's not going to be um, harmful in any way. But if you do decide to use the ability, then you have to come from a place of love to use the ability. Otherwise,
Yes.
you will be drained because you've allowed yourself to be drained.
Hmm.
Right. No, well, you need to get heart centered first, Sunflower. So you said, so she said, yeah, maybe that's true. Maybe I need to allow angels and others to help me as well. So I can tell you already from just listening to you and what Spirit's saying, you need to get heart centered. So you need to do it. If you're going to do it, if you're going to have that ability and do it, you need to do it from a heart centered space. You need to do it with unconditional love or don't do it. That's kind of up to you. Yeah. Or maybe some people don't need my help, but rather I need to sit beside them and let them learn and deal themselves to grow. Absolutely. Absolutely. Yeah. See, what does heart centered means? Heart centered means that you've got your heart chakra open, that you've completely understood and agreed to unconditional love when you heal. That's what heart centered chakra means, or heart centered means. It means you come from
Hmm.
your true heart, right? So true, Cindy. It comes from the heart, and you want to give. Absolutely. And when you give without expectations. If you're expecting something in return, then don't do it. Because then you're going to be where Sunflower is. They're always taking, 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 and I never get what I need, right?
Hmm.
I've had a mini session with a Reiki healer before that totally blew my mind. Yeah. Yeah. I do
Hmm.
help others out of the need I see around. No one truly asks me. I just know what they need and I do it with them. But so you're saying one thing, but then you said another a while ago. They're always taking, taking, taking. So just be sure to really resolve that within yourself when you heal. Okay? So this may be why Reiki has come into your life. This may be why Melissa has come into your life. Maybe so that you see the other side of it. Because even though you have the talent and the ability, doesn't mean in this body at this time you know everything about it. So maybe that's your purpose. Maybe that's your purpose right now is to understand what all this is about for you, right?
That is true.
All right, Melissa. I'm sorry. I'll let you
Yes.
take it from here.
Oh, no, I was just sitting by and listening to, I mean, because this is also teaching. for me as well, as you all are learning, I'm also learning as well. Um, yes, well, I didn't know anything about it either, Sunflower Girl. It took me probably over a year before I had my first session, and then after three, realized that it was something I wanted to do. So, so since we haven't received any super chats,
So, well, let me ask you this because this is really interesting. You said I worked on myself before a year before I even worked on another, and I want to make this point because this is really important. It's just like Sunflower's talking about always healing, healing, healing someone else, right? She has not
mhm.
once. She said on the outside she physically healed herself, but has she healed herself inside? Because that's what you kind of
Yeah.
did for the year, right? That's what you kind of
Oh,
saw.
yes, I worked on, I did a lot of what they call shadow work.
Mm-hmm.
I was really doing all of that in addition to everything else that I was working on. So yes, I was doing my inside work. That came first.
Mm-hmm.
That came first.
And that's what we mean by heart centered space.
Yeah.
That's what we
Yes.
mean by that.
I
You do
was
the
doing it.
self work first. You work on
Yeah.
you first so that you're centered, so that your heart is centered, so that when you are giving healing to someone else, it's coming from an unconditional love vibration, not a vibration
Exactly.
of I'm just
Exactly.
going to give
Because
it to
I
you.
didn't want to start working on or start doing any type of healing modality until I knew that I was
Mm-hmm.
okay. I wanted to make sure that was good first because because when I got my first level, I didn't do any healing on anyone else but
Yeah,
me.
I did the same
I used
thing.
myself first.
Yeah, I remember
And
doing the
then
same
I
thing.
started the next level doing other healings.
Right.
Yes.
Yeah, so Melissa and I are both from the Usui line. So the Usui line is the original Japanese line. Now there are all
Yes.
different types of Reiki, and we've even seen Reiki online
Yes.
where you can get it in 2 days, which is like I don't know, it's kind of ridiculous to me, but
Yes.
that's
And
just my perception. That's my perception. So,
yes.
um,
Yeah. It's well, it's my perception as well because I feel like it's a lack of commitment
right?
to um, when you just rush through it
No,
and you get the attunements and you haven't done or you haven't practiced and living really Reiki is a lifestyle really.
mm-hmm.
It's like the way that you think and I mean there are concepts that go with it. It's not just about healing. I mean it's like a whole lifestyle.
Right,
So so that to me, says, that there's no commitment to actually, why are you doing it?
right,
What's your whole purpose
right,
for taking for wanting to learn about Reiki? What is this what is your purpose for doing that? And if it's just to say, oh, I have this certificate and I'm a master, then
right.
you haven't that really to me does not make a commitment.
It
That's like
means to me, it means you know
that's
some of the techniques, but you don't know the
yeah,
intention and the energy
yeah,
to pull or the energy to have flow through you. I shouldn't say pull.
yeah.
So to me,
And
that kind of does
because
mean that to me that you're coming because that means you know the technique. I
hmm
guess if you can learn it in 2 days, you can, if you're really really
yeah,
intelligent. But
yeah,
that
you can do
means
that.
your technique is coming from a space of maybe the resonance of your sixth chakra instead of your all of your chakras. It means what resonance are you
Hmm.
actually giving the healing from? That's kind of how I see it.
Yeah,
And if they're a lower vibration,
it's
if they're a person that isn't evolved enough yet, then what energy are they running
true.
through them to give to you? That's kind of how I see it. And
True.
that's like the honest truth about
Yeah,
it. So
yeah,
somebody, Cyrene
that's true.
says, is Reiki healing only about chakras? No, it is not.
No,
Sunflower said, haha, in 2 days, insane. I wouldn't even buy that. Impossible. Lorna said, I'm also taught from these Sui teachings. Good. Yay.
hmm yes,
Sunflower Girl says, all the years of hard internal work cannot be done in a day. That's true.
no,
Um,
can't.
I mean, it can. It's just going to be very, very painful in 24 hours. Very, very,
You are
very
you're so
painful.
shady.
Yeah. So you'll be probably close to death. But if you make it, you make it.
Yeah.
Liliana says,
I mean,
"Hello,
I think
ladies.
that
I just wanted to say hello. I'm on my way to church now, but we'll be on the lookout for your continued live stream for the Reiki healing. I'm very interested in learning about this." Oh, yay, good. Um,
great.
that's the thing. I don't care about certificate. Doesn't bragging take away from the spiritual aspect of the point? It depends on how you do it. Yeah,
Yeah.
like as long as you have everything in balance. Like Melissa, I know she's a heart centered space, but yeah, that's a big feat for her to do. Become a Reiki master. It is. So I'm like, step into that. Be proud of that. Let people say it's okay. Like it's okay.
Yes.
So I kind of have that. You have to have your. We don't want to have our ego under our spirituality or above our spirituality. We want to have it in balance with. So there's
Hmm.
a reason you have an ego. Ego gets a bad name, but if you have an imbalance, it works perfectly for you. Uh,
Yes.
oh, 2 days, $5 class online, says Yari.
I know. So shady. So shady.
So
Oh.
how long is the process of taking the classes usually? So I mean, from the Asui line,
Mhm.
like us, it's usually about. I'm trying to remember because I've done not just Reiki. So I remember from the first to the second class practitioner was I think it was 6 months or 8 months before I did it. But it's like whatever your teacher feels.
Yeah. Hmm.
And so I think it was 6 months. It could be up to a year. Um, and then from the second one, when you go from practitioner and then you're going to master, it should take a year. And it's not that you can't learn the concepts quickly, it's that you're doing all that internal work yourself, and you're doing then you start practicing on other people and doing cases. So
Hmm.
you're doing the work behind it, and so for a year, so that you can get comfortable with it, and then
Yeah.
you go from master to master teacher if you want. Some people just go to master. Some people just go to practitioner. So
Yeah.
yeah, balance. Yeah, I struggle between
The
balancing
whole
the ego.
thing is making sure there's enough time between attunements
Right.
for that attunement to settle in to you and to merge with your own energy
That's
and
what I
to
mean. So
use
so
that. Yeah.
this is an interesting thing because this is where I talk about, because obviously you guys know that there are people around me that um, maybe weren't of the highest vibration. We'll just say that. So
Hmm.
who want to do sort of things fast, and Melissa and I have talked about this. You can go fast because you can do the Reiki session, Reiki 1, sorry, learning, Reiki 1 and 2. You can do it in a month. But guess
Hmm.
what? You do all that fast work, and your vibration is changing, so your life is going to change, and I mean it can change drastically. I mean, you're talking about loved ones crossing over and losing homes and losing jobs and losing stuff, and just because your vibration is changing. That's not true for everybody. I'm just saying that the vibration starts changing as you get attuned, right?
Hmm.
So as you're settling into your attunement, naturally, science backs this up, we cannot vibrate at one place and then like where you were, it's going to shift. You're going to change the vibration, especially when you're
Yes.
getting the attunements, especially when you're working on yourself, right? So she defined Reiki
Yeah.
earlier. So to me, Reiki is one modality of an energetic healing. Reiki allows you, through their concept, to be able to work with the energy that you have and sort of focus it um, in combination with the energy that's in front of you or the person that's in front of you, right?
Hmm.
In both your perspectives. I'm interested to know more in both your perspectives. Yeah, yeah. So, what's your definition again, Melissa?
My definition of what Reiki is that it is a form of energy healing. As we talked about before, there are many other forms or other modalities. Reiki is, we have discussed that it is akin to, probably the closest thing is acupuncture.
Mm-hmm.
Reiki is where you are able to take that energy and allow it to channel through you and direct it to a specific place, and allow that energy to come through. Um, Excuse me, my cat was getting ready to jump on my keyboard. I don't know why I do that, but anyway,
They want to be on
um,
camera.
they do it every single time, and I'm trying to like push them away. So yeah, so Reiki is defined as two words. It is Rei, and then it is Ki. It is Rei, it is the God force, and Ki, which is energy. So it is God force energy. So so that is, as I'm doing Reiki the whole time, I'm thinking I am a channel for unlimited source energy,
Mm-hmm.
because that is what it is.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm just the tool. I just am the channel, and I channel that energy to direct it to where it needs to go, wherever you may be needing that particular healing.
Right.
And it can be used for mental, some emotional issues, heart centered issues, physical issues, depending on what you need at the time. So,
You're not sure what understanding what Reiki is? Well, you can always go back and look at the replay because we've pretty much explained that it's energy healing, it's energy and vibration, and it's focused. It's being able to focus energy, and they use a concept of attunement. They use a concept of certain symbols, and that's basically. She even explained the two words, so I'm not sure. Maybe it's just not time for you to hear it. Not sure.
yes, definitely.
Okay,
Yes, well,
so you want to just do a full class Reiki? Like, you want to just we'll do a Reiki together and send everybody healing?
sure, we can do that.
Oh, well, Ebony just.
Oh, okay. Well,
We were. Well, guess what? I guess Ebony's first. Never mind.
okay, Ebony. Well, she says,
Her job.
okay, now she wants Reiki for her job, so we need to direct that to her, I guess. So that's interesting.
I know.
Ebony, do you have a particular area? Because usually when we do Reiki, it's usually on the physical body. Is there, uh, is it something that you need shifting mentally in order to, concerning the job? Is that what you're asking?
So, Cyrene says, and help others to reach a higher vibration. So let's look at it this way. Yes, any kind of help with energetic healing is going to help somebody reach their higher vibration. But you're looking at it as higher and lower vibration. So let's look at it this way. Let's just say Reiki will help you clear your energy field. Does that make sense to you? Ebony says,
Okay, so
yes, I
you
need to
decide.
decide.
Okay,
Yes, mentally.
all right. So I will go over again that, I know everyone that just came in is probably wondering why I'm holding this lamb. He is my proxy, and this is what my tool that I use to direct the energy to where you need it. So Ebony says that she wants help in deciding about a job. So I will be directing that energy to her for mental focus, to help her with that. And then, of course, Cindy will be on the other side, getting any messages that she gets from her guides.
Mm-hmm.
The first thing that I usually do is I ask that we take three deep breaths together, so that that gets us both in the same vibration, so that I can get into your energy, because I'm actually going to be in your energy field. And then I have my singing bowl. I will clear the energy with this, and then I will begin the session. So that is, excuse me while my cats jockey for position here on the table. You need to get down, please. Thank you. So that is what I wanted to explain to you for that. So, okay, Ebony, let's go ahead and get started. Let's first of all, we're going to inhale through the nose and then exhale through the mouth. And we're going to do this 3 times. And everyone else, if you would like to join in with us, feel free to do so. It's very relaxing. I have had reports of people feeling really relaxed after we have had Reiki Sundays. Um, so let's everyone get in the same vibration. Okay, Ebony, let's inhale and exhale. Inhale and exhale. Inhale and exhale. Okay, now I'm going to clear the energy. Okay, now with your permission, Ebony, I will begin. Okay, I'm going to seal with the white light. And I'm also calling in Archangel Raphael.
Thank
Okay.
you, Cindy.
All right. So, what did you get, Cindy?
Oh, I'm sorry. I thought you were gonna say what. Did you see anything or sense anything? I'm so sorry. I'm like off in
Um,
La La Land here because
oh,
I'm coming back.
no, I was I was feeling, of course, the confusion, and then I felt I did work on her solar plexus and heart chakra a little bit,
Hmm.
um, giving her more energy towards her solar plexus because to make this decision, she's going to have that confidence that she needs
Hmm.
to step into that job.
Yeah, I agree.
So,
So I can tell you what I saw. What I saw was her lying down, and of course you with the angels and her guides, starting the process, and then I saw Raphael up at the top, sort of holding all of you, and I could see her struggling in her head. Like I could see her almost like if you were seeing someone on a gurney and they were sick and they didn't want to be treated. You know how you see that in the ER where they're like moving around and moving around and moving around. So her head was moving around and moving around, and it's like she was. It's just too much confusion, too much in there, and she doesn't know, and blah blah blah. And so what her guides were telling me was she needs to do some mental training, because what I'm seeing is that subconscious thing where she still thinks she's in a fight. She still thinks she still has those old patterns of, well, I had to survive and I had to survive, and now she's trying to thrive, but she's still in that state where she feels like she has to survive, right? So, things that
yeah.
any situation that comes to her, she's over anxious, she's fearful of making the wrong decision, and she always feels attacked. And so that's what I'm seeing that they're working on. They're saying that you need mental training. They said you need a different perspective. That's your perspective, just in a different way. And that's what this Reiki was supposed to help you with, just to sort of settle all that in. That was the message I got.
Hmm.
So,
She says that she feels like her weight is going to stop her from getting the job that she wants. So that's why I went to the solar plexus.
mm,
Yep.
so let me say this: it's going to be what it's supposed to be for you. Because if you've done everything that you're supposed to do, um, then if the job is for you, then you're going to get it. Now, if you haven't done everything that you're supposed to do, that's what you need to get right with. So, but I kind of feel like you have. I feel like you've been working. I feel like you've been doing. I feel like, you know, um, again, they're taking me back to training your brain. You're in charge of your body. Your body is not in charge of you. Your emotions aren't in charge of you. You are in charge. You, your core you, from your higher self. You're light. You are light. You are whole. You are healed. You are. And you just have to get that brain to understand that, because you can do anything. Any one of you can do anything that you want. You just have to say it. Trust me, I know where I'm speaking from. I know that you can say, well, maybe you've never been heavy and you don't know. Y'all don't even know. I was on chemo for 2 years. For 2 years. And I was over 100 and something pounds just from being on all of the meds and the prednisone and all of that.
Yeah.
So I went from that to right back down to my weight. Like I had, but it didn't come easy. I had to work on it. I
That's
have to
right.
work. Work, work, work. That's what I did. So you can do anything. You can absolutely do anything that you want. So I hope that helps. You have
Yes,
to train that brain. You have to be in charge. You have to know that you're in charge of it.
that's right. Sending you a lot of love, Ebony.
Mm-hmm.
Sending you lots of love. Um, let's see. Sunflower Girl, how are you feeling about having a mini Reiki session today?
Just a regular girl says it's her first time. Welcome. Welcome, welcome.
Oh, welcome.
She said yes, please.
Okay, great.
She only wrote yes, but I heard yes, please.
Yeah,
Thank you.
sure.
You're welcome.
But okay. So tell me, is there any particular area that you would like to work on?
Hmm. Maybe just a general.
Just a,
Maybe just a a one
okay.
layer clearing, a sort of you do you sparkles. You get in there
Okay.
and see.
Trying to block people from taking you off your path? Mm,
Yeah.
well, that's not really what Reiki does. I can help you.
Maybe she needs some clarity in how and what she's doing on
Yeah,
her path.
yeah.
Maybe she needs some clarity to see that she's not. So this is the thing,
You very
Sunflower
well
Girl.
may felt a sign.
I think I felt when you were doing the heart thing. Yeah. So Sunflower Girl, um, I kind of I want because you've been talking about how there are bad people in your life and how things are happening, and I kind of feel like you have that attack mode, attack mode, attack mode, right? So I think that you should start asking yourself the question: why am I attracting these people in my life? Why are these people in my world? What is it that I am not learning? Obviously, because they keep coming, and that's how the universe works. Is you're going to keep doing the lesson until you get through the lesson, right? So why are these people still doing it? Why are these people still here? Why is this my world? And now that I'm seeing that I want a different world, what do I need to get through so that I can be able to move to the next vibration, right? To the next frequency. So
Mm.
you have to remember what I've said, what Spirit says. No one has ever or will ever do anything to you that you have not agreed to or allowed. I live with them. I'm stuck. I what?
Kind of stuck at the
I'm
moment.
kind of stuck at the moment, hoping to leave soon. Okay. So, depending on how badly you want to leave, you'll make that happen, right? But while you're there, what is it that you're needing to learn from this point? What is it that you need to do from this point? Again, being stuck tells me that you're thinking, well, it's not my fault. It is your fault. It is your choice. It is your fault. So you need to sort of take it from that perspective of why are these people in my life? Why is my life looking the way that it's looking? What do I need to get through so that I can move to a different vibration? Right?
Yes. Take responsibility. That's
That's the
the
first
message
step.
here.
Yeah.
Yep. So,
My mother is very negative and energy forceful towards me. She cannot see me happy, puts a lot of roadblocks. Thank you, Tanisha. So she puts a lot of roadblocks. I
Tanisha,
will tell you that before you came, from all that I know, from everything that Spirit's taught me, you picked your parents. You picked them. So the question is why? What was it that you wanted to experience? And are you done experiencing that so that you can move forward? And
hmm
again, it's you. It's not anybody else. It's you. No one can make you feel or do anything. You feel and do anything because you choose, right? You feel. I'm still seeing where you're saying a lot of people are coming at me. A lot of people are doing it to me. A lot of people.
That victim mentality
Yeah,
is
you've got to change that because I'm
keeping
being
you.
harsh on you because if you don't change this, you're going to be stuck in that for the rest of your life. So take responsibility, stand up for who you are. I'm not saying it's easy, but get some clarity. Or have that perception that everybody's always doing you wrong and it's always going to be because let me tell you, you move out of your mother's house or parents' house or wherever. I don't even know where you're at, but you move out of that, you're just going to attract the same thing. So no matter where you go, there you are.
Yep.
And you're just going to attract the same thing. So
Yep.
right now, where you're in a stable, uh, so to speak, environment where we're in a home and you have a roof over your head and you have food to eat and all of that, now is the time to change this. Because try changing that when you have to have three jobs because you just got to pay your rent and you got to eat. Try doing all that inner work when you're doing that and then come talk
Yes.
to me. Right?
Yeah. Okay.
Exactly.
So you're telling us what you don't want. You keep telling us what you don't want. So what do you want?
Right.
That's what the
That's
questions
exactly
you should
right.
be asking.
That's exactly right. Thank you,
So
Sparkles.
I'm gonna go ahead and get started with your permission, Sunflower Girl. I pretty much know where I need to go. I'm gonna just go there. So okay, are you ready? You don't. Okay, well, yeah,
I know,
you
sweetie.
don't
That's what we're.
now.
That's why we're
Mhm.
being harsh because it is your choice, and we want you to help. We want to help you see things differently, so that you don't attract that again. So that you get out of this
Yes.
vibration.
Okay. All right. So let's get started. Let's do our three cleansing breaths. Inhaling through the nose, expand your belly as far as you can, and exhale through the mouth and deflate your belly as far as you can with each breath. Okay, so let's go. Inhale, exhale, inhale, exhale, inhale, and exhale, and relax. Just relax. There's nothing you need to do, just relax. All right, I'm going to cleanse the energy. we seal it with white light. I'm calling in Archangel Raphael. Okay, Miss Sunflower Girl. Your root chakra
Mm-hmm.
is murky as I can't say it on YouTube, but from your root chakra all the way up to your heart chakra is just it just needs to. I've cleaned off some of it, but there's still a lot of work that needs to be done there. Lots and
Yeah, that
lots.
may mean. I mean that you may want to come take some, Reiki sessions with Sparkle Teeny, because
Um,
there you've got a lot of
there's
stuff.
there's there's a lot.
So I
There's a
was
lot.
just seeing a lot, and I'm not saying that nobody else is like this. All I'm saying is this is for her right now. Okay. Let me just say this, because I kept seeing that fight and seeing that fear and seeing all of that, and I had to like, I said stop, and I asked Spirit if we could give her one message to help her understand that she is loved, to help her understand how truly she is loved and important in this world and a part of the whole. What could we tell her? And so they want you to focus on this. And they said, there are people in this world who love you and who have always loved you and who always will love you in the way in which you want to be loved and love here on earth. But where are you? So find that, vibrate at that, because they're waiting.
Yeah. Well, Sunflower, you were feeling all of those sensations because I was doing major surgery in your chakras.
Right.
Um, your upper chest because I was pulling stuff out of there, and really, yeah, all of those chakras are just, yeah. Siren, I know you were talking about opening her crown chakra, but until she gets her
No,
other
she
chakras
needs to deal
straight,
with these first. Yeah.
mm-mm, that's not a good thing. So, yes, different people feel different things, Sunflower, depending on how sensitive you are. Let's see. She says that she's going to cry for you saying that she is loved.
Yeah. Well, she is.
Well, that's good because that's a releasing for you because you need to release
Absolutely.
that
When you
so that
cry to me, that's a good indication. It's like a
yeah,
symptom for me saying that you're clearing.
yeah, so good. So that's good. Okay.
So,
Um,
Ebony was next. I mean, not Ebony, sorry, Tanisha.
yeah, Tanisha.
Thank you, Tanisha, for
Yes.
waiting.
I'm going to do Tanisha next unless someone else does a gosh, I'm getting ready to say Snapchat. That is pitiful. But anyway,
So
super chat.
to be me said, I don't recall who referred me. However, I'm so grateful. My first time joining you, ladies. Awesome. That is really awesome. Welcome, welcome.
Yes, great. We're glad that you stopped by. So I'm going to do Tanisha, and then next I'm going to work on Miss Siren, and
Okay.
I don't know if
And then
Nadia
we're
is
probably
thinking.
gonna go after that because you have stuff that you need to do.
Yeah,
As
I'm
in
going to
Wonder
do these
Woman.
last three.
You need to
I
Wonder
can.
Woman. You're gonna take
Oh, yes,
person
we do
wants to
need
go
to
to
go
Wonder
to.
Woman. And I want to go too.
But hopefully, hopefully I have enough time to work on these last three.
Absolutely. Let's do these
Um,
last three and then we're out. So,
okay,
tears are a
Miss
way of letting
Tanisha,
go and new
was there
beginnings.
a specific area that you wanted to be worked on?
And listen, let me thank all of the space holders, Cindy and Yari, and I can't remember everybody that's on here. I
Yes,
can feel each one of you, and I
I
want to
know.
thank you for holding that space of unconditional love. Thank you so much. We could not do this without you. Lindsay.
Yes. Hey, Lindsay, how are you, hun? Okay, so Tanisha, if you don't have any specific area, I'll just go to wherever um, I feel led to. You'll be just fine, Sunflower. Just continue to just take one day at a time. That's all you have to do. She's saying that she doesn't know what to do with herself if she's not living in trauma.
I know, that's why she keeps bringing that in.
Mm-hmm.
But, I say she comes work with you. I mean, that's like the best
Yep.
advice I can give her.
Yeah. So your
Tanisha
crown
said
chakra.
crown.
Okay. All right. Okay. Well,
Go
let's
where you're
do our
led. But then she said, go where you're led to.
yeah. Well, I normally go for the top of the head, but usually if you see me doing this, it's not necessarily that I'm working on your crown. That is more like for your mental, emotional, um, whatever's going on. So,
Paulette. I forgot the space holder
yeah,
Paulette too.
yeah. Okay, so let's do our three cleansing breaths, Tanisha. All right, let's inhale and exhale. Inhale and exhale. Inhale and exhale. Okay, I'm going to now cleanse the energy. Okay, Tanisha, with your permission, I'm going to begin. Okay, I'm going to seal with white light and calling in Archangel Raphael. Okay. Tanisha, of course, I worked with for you to have some more mental clarity, and I was drawn to your heart chakra and your solar plexus and your root chakra. They were just a little bit dirty, so I just kind of cleaned them off a little bit. So, so that was pretty much the four areas that I worked on for you. So, what did you get, Cindy?
Yeah, it's funny because I was looking at her, so automatically I saw her root chakra, her solar plexus, her heart, and even I think she needs her throat chakra balanced. I think it's like too far out, right? It needs to be balanced. But I all of a sudden everything else looks so bright that I had to go back and notice her second chakra. So I asked, "What's going on with the second chakra?" The second chakra is all about um, desire and what you desire. And I feel like you give so much, or you're always doing for others. And that chakra is not even like light. It's not even lit that much. So I'm trying to explain this a different way. I feel like maybe you have guilt by doing the things that you really want to do, and maybe you come into your life in this phase of your life where you're actually understanding that you are worth all of this and you can have the things that you want. And I feel like you're afraid to use your second chakra. You're afraid to desire something because it might be lost, because maybe in the past it had, right? But you're not working at all in that chakra, and it's sort of really, really, it was barely lit. So, um, maybe it's something that you need to work with by remembering what desire is, or what is it that sort of tickles your fancy, as they say. What is it that gives you such passion? What is it that you really, really desire? So the passion I say that you would have, that's different because that's from your third chakra. It's your desire. It's your desire to stake a claim in this world and say what you want and do what you want. It's that you're lacking. So that's something that you probably need to work on. That's the message I got.
Okay.
Speaking up is not a. She'll speak. She sometimes has maybe diarrhea's mouth, kind of, but
Yeah,
it's like
too much.
it's not speaking. It's like she'll speak. She's coming from passion instead of desire. And we're not saying to come from one or the other. We're saying balance all of it.
Hmm. Okay. Uh,
No, it's much more than that, Sunflower Girl. It's much bigger than just a
right.
lover.
Okay, Miss Siren. Is there a particular area? I know that you said something about self-confidence. Is that the only area that you wanted to work on?
Yeah, Tanisha, I just feel like you're in fear of wanting something so much because you don't want to lose it. So
Mm.
yeah, yeah. I saw your throat chakra way out there. It needs to be balanced. Yeah.
Hmm. Yeah.
So we're about to get off. We have about two people that we're gonna do Reiki with. You
Oh,
guys are always welcome to order a Reiki session with Sparkle Teeny. You can email her at What is it?
Uh, Prosperity Channel 78 at gmail.com.
Channel 78 at Gmail, right?
Mm-hmm. Tanisha's asking how to balance her throat chakra.
Yeah, so maybe that's something that we're going to talk about
Mm-hmm.
on another video. I'm doing teachings on Mondays, and then Sparkletini are doing teachings on Saturday, right? Yeah,
Yeah.
Saturday. So,
Mm-hmm. Yes. You're welcome, Sunflower. Okay, Miss Siren, I'm going to go ahead and get started. I don't see where you have indicated that you want anything in addition to the
right.
solar plexus.
And
However, if I feel a need, I'll go to another place. Um, so let's go ahead and do our three cleansing breaths. Okay, so let's inhale and exhale. Inhale and exhale. Inhale and exhale. Okay, so let's just relax. You have bad anxiety.
mm,
Okay. All right. So I'm going to clear the energy. Okay. So, Siren, with your permission, I am going to begin. we seal it with the white light, and I'm calling in Archangel Raphael. Okay, Miss Siren, what I was feeling for you, I think I pretty much went to all the
Yeah.
chakras, but the the first thing or message that I was getting was stop trying to please everybody else and do some things for yourself. You're just way out there with the heart chakra being off balance. So you've
That's
got too much
interesting.
green, not enough pink.
I saw just green. That's interesting that you say that, and I wrote it down too. I saw
Oh, did you?
just green, barely
Yeah,
any pink.
it was like, yeah. So
But she's
so
an
you need.
she's an indigo. I don't even think she
Ah,
knows.
okay.
I don't even think she knows.
Yeah, well, I worked on some of the chakras. I pulled out as much gunk as I could, but um, you're gonna need to work on uh, getting those chakras up and running and balanced because they're all just murky and out of balance.
Yeah.
So yeah.
So
So what you, Cindy?
So Spirit said that. Well, they were saying, you got to train your brain. The anxiety is just overwhelming, and you're so used to just giving, 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 and then, well, this is interesting, and this is for the general, not just you, but they gave me this thing where people want to open up their third eye chakra and work in their third eye chakra, blah 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 blah, right? And then become like this all powerful psychic knowing, blah blah blah, right? And then what happens is you open that up because you are really powerful, and then you have all this anxiety because you can actually see, right? So half the people that have been working on their chakras and opening that third eye because they wanted to be psychic are now dealing with anxiety because they don't know how to deal with the psychic part of it.
Yeah.
That's what I got. So, my thing for you, because I think you're an indigo, I saw indigo just bright all of a sudden, and then I was like, oh, you're an indigo. And then I saw from your heart, it was just way too green. You need to balance those chakras.
Hmm.
And the best way for your anxiety is to do the binaural beats that I have on my other channel, Concepts Create Reality. So all you gotta do is listen to it. But for you, you need to listen to it for 90 days. Like just listen to the anxiety one for 90 days. Okay? So, um, and you need to balance that third eye. Yeah, so training the brain and balancing the third eye. Green means you. So in your heart chakra, you should see a balance or a swirling of green and pink, because pink is self love and green is love to the world or love to everything else, love to the whole, right? But you're part of the whole. So uh, all we're seeing is green. That all you do is give, give, or love, 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 love. I know, I know, because that's why they only gave me a flash of it. I'm like, and they said that you didn't even realize you were. So, um,
Hmm.
sending love and light to everyone. I have to go. Thank you so much, Paulette, for coming in and holding
Yes.
space. I love you, sweetheart. Have a great day. Sorry, guys, I had to hop off and help a client. How does this part work?
Yes.
Well, we're actually leaving, Courtney. Love to the whole, yes. Maybe materialistic. No, not
Yes.
necessarily. Love to the world. So love to the world. Always giving, always loving, always, 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 right? And so I talk about this, and I have,
Materialistic?
yeah,
No.
no. So, well, I've talked about this, how even if you love the whole world, and even if you did that at 100% or 120%, or you overdid it, like, right? You know how to love everybody and everything. in this world, you're still not loving the whole because you haven't learned to love yourself. And so you have to have a balance in that,
Yeah.
right? Um, so I would go
Yep.
to that other channel, my Concepts Create Reality channel, and I would just listen to the meditation, binaural beats for anxiety. You just put your earbuds in,
Yeah.
and so what they do, what the binaural does is I put one tone in your left ear and one tone in your right ear, and then it's going to get you at that vibration of calming your anxiety. Okay. And then today's
Yes.
thing that she did
And
with
Saturn.
Reiki,
Oh,
her Reiki is just going to help you a lot become more clearly. So I do have my book coming out that's going to explain a little bit about all the indigo space holders, crystals, rainbows, and that. So I don't want to address that today. The video, it's called the binaural beats for anxiety. So right. Well, it's good to be a
yeah.
balance in both.
So I recommend. Oh, I was going to say I recommend for those who are talking about anxiety and if and needing more self love, get some rose quartz,
Mm-hmm.
crystal, and lepidolite.
Mm-hmm.
Lepidolite is, and that's what I put in for you to look at, Siren, because uh, you could really use some.
Right.
Lepidolite is natural lithium, so it will help with that anxiety. And of course, the rose quartz is good for self love.
Right. So, was that it, or did we have one
So,
more?
yeah, there was one more, but I don't think she's here.
Okay, so we'll
I
go ahead
wanted
and
to do Yari, but I think I will do her at another time.
yeah,
Hopefully, I'll
because
get to
I
catch up with
know
her.
it's important as a dad mom
Um,
to go be with your son. So it's time.
yeah.
So we want to thank everybody for coming in. I love each and every one of you. I want to thank the beautiful, fabulous Sparkletini, the Reiki master herself, for coming in and giving of her time and giving of herself. I love all of you. I thank you, Sparkles, for coming in. You can say bye.
Yes. Oh, goodbye. You clicked out for a second there. I didn't hear you.
Yeah. Bye, guys. See you. See you tomorrow. Love you. Love you. Love you.
Bye.
Happy Father's Day to everyone. Be sure to like, share, and subscribe this video. Bye, guys.
Yes. Bye.
Hold on just a second. I have to stop.